If Terry and June were a piece of furniture, it would be a deeply comfortable, slightly worn armchair that you just can't bring yourself to throw out. Running from 1979 to 1987, this show wasn't just a sitcom. For millions of Brits, it was a Friday night ritual. It defined an era of gentle comedy that seems almost alien now, a world where the biggest catastrophe was a burnt roast dinner or the vicar seeing you in your underwear. The ultimate suburban setup. The premise was delightfully simple. Terry and June Medford were a middle-aged, middle-class couple living in Purley. That was it. No aliens, no political revolutions, just the endless, low-stakes drama of suburbia. Terry Scott played the character he was born to play, the blustery, pompous, but ultimately soft-scented man-child. He was the king of his castle, or at least he thought he was. He was constantly trying to assert his authority, get rich quick, or impress his terrifying boss, Sir Dennis Hodge. And inevitably, he would fail. Spectacularly. Then there was June Whitfield. If Terry was the chaotic storm, June was the calm harbor. She was the patient, sensible wife who usually saw the disaster coming a mile away but stood by him anyway. The magic of the show really relied on Whitfield's genius underplaying. While Terry was throwing a tantrum or falling through a ceiling, June would just raise an eyebrow, sip her tea, and sort it all out. Why we loved it. Critics often gave the show a hard time for being safe or cozy, but that was exactly the point. It was comfortable. You knew the drill. Terry would try to do some DIY, do it yourself. Terry would break something expensive. Terry would try to hide it from June. June would find out immediately. It was essentially a live-action cartoon. Terry Scott's physical comedy was underrated. The man could make opening a deck chair look like a life or death struggle. A lasting legacy. It's easy to mock Terry and June now as being a bit twee, but it captures a specific slice of British social history. It was about keeping up appearances before Hyacinth Bucket ever came along. It celebrated the smallness of life, the bridge nights, the neighbors, the terrifying prospect of social embarrassment. Ultimately, it worked because Terry Scott and June Whitfield had incredible chemistry. They had been working together since their earlier show Happy Ever After, and they operated like a real married couple. They bickered, they schemed, but they clearly adored each other. Watching them was like checking in on your slightly embarrassing aunt and uncle. You might roll your eyes, but you were always happy to see them. You can watch Terry and June by streaming on your ITVX Premium.